constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. Thank you. Be seated. The Chancellor of the University of South Africa, members of our University Council, the management of Unisa, executive deans and deputy deans, distinguished professors and academics, our successful graduates, parents, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. Sanibonani, Molweni, Tobela. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's better. We are celebrating today, so we're not in mourning of any kind, so please. I am honored and privileged to welcome you to the 23rd Unisa Spring Graduation. As you can see, I am not alone, ladies and gentlemen. I do need to acknowledge the presence of our academics and administrators. From our management, Mr. M.S. Motebele, our Vice Principal, Operations and Facilities, and Mr. M.M. Kokong, the Acting Deputy Registrar. From the College of Human Sciences, Professor M.M. Moleki, Director, School of Social Sciences, and Professor S.M. Jali, Director of School of Arts. From the College of Science, Engineering and Technology, Professor P.P. Mamba, the Executive Dean, Professor S. Dube, the Deputy Executive Dean, and Professor W.D. Twala, Director of School of Engineering. From the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Professor M.M. Twasa, Acting Executive Dean, Dr. K. Semenya, Dr. S. Nenwilini from the same college. I do also want to welcome Professor A. Grobler, representing the Graduate School of Business Leadership. Also, he will be delivering the Chancellor's address. We shouldn't forget our academic staff in our procession today, but also those who are not here with us, whose efforts have resulted in our students graduating today. From our administrative divisions, staff from the graduation division, the Department of Institutional Advancement, the Department of Facilities Management, including our protection services, our multimedia center, and of course, as we were coming in, welcomed by soft music, our organist. In this university, ladies and gentlemen, the University of South Africa, we do place a very high premium on academic success and excellence. These are virtues that define us as a truly Pan-African university that shapes futures in the service of humanity. We are very proud that every year we produce a significant number of graduates who are knowledgeable and skilled in different academic disciplines and are ready to apply their newly acquired knowledge to question and advance our society. We are happy that you'll be joining more than 1 million alumni of Unisa spread across the world, and we have no doubt that you will continue the proud tradition of hoisting the Unisa flag of excellence wherever you are. Some of you may not know, but I should be the one telling you that we are actually joining a star-studded alumni such as President Nelson Mandela, our former Deputy Chief Justice, Tekgang Moseneke, Judge Thokozile Masipa, Justice Edwin Cameroon, so the list is endless. So you can imagine how important you are too. Your academic achievements are a representation of your tenacity and, more importantly, the will to succeed. Similarly, the support you have received from your community represents our collective desire to succeed as a nation. In this sense, higher education is a private and a public good that we must always cherish, promote, and preserve. We have no doubt that you have acquired the necessary skills and knowledge that will improve the human condition, more importantly, your families, your communities, the African continent, and of course, the world. Your university is turned 150 this year. This university, throughout the decades, has proven time and again that it is committed to the fundamental core mandate of teaching, learning, research, and engaged scholarship. On the 26th of June this year, 2023, we celebrated this milestone, and we hope to do so throughout the year. There are two fundamental successes that must be celebrated with Unisa. The first one is a university that gave birth to other universities in South Africa. And secondly, as a pioneer and an inventor of distance education model in the whole world. As a truly Pan-African university, we understand our local and regional context. Our model and the content of our curriculum is designed to cater for the needs of the African continent. Even as we know that we coexist and grapple with neo-colonial realities and the rebellious decolonial ethical and praxis. We know that the many of you are likely to be the first generation graduates in your families and communities. Walking through the red carpet today ensures that it's an unforgettable and a rewarding experience. As we celebrate our graduation today, we also take the opportunity to acknowledge the many meritorious academic milestones that this university, Unisa, has achieved in the past years. Among other things, we have improved our local and international rankings across the range of ranking disciplines and indicators. We have improved the number of NRF-rated researchers. Our success rates are on the upward trajectory. Our research output shows significant improvement. Our model remains resilient despite the many challenges that the university faces. Our engaged scholarship program continues to expand and is respected locally, regionally, and globally. All these strides are an indication that we remain committed to the idea of academic excellence and our broader strategic vision to be a truly Pan-African university shaping futures in the service of humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon we are pleased to present our doctoral graduates also. Let me take this opportunity probably to acknowledge them. taking into account that they will be losing one title and gaining the other. And it is important that if you have not said Mr. or Miss, so when they go through here for the rest of their lives, you will call them doctor. So we must know that. And I told you so, because me too, I have to. I can't do otherwise. You know, for that to happen, also, we need to take into account and appreciate the support that they have received from their supervisors. I would list them: Professor Dangmo Gofom, Professor A.T. Guvareha, Professor E.N. Ngumalo, Professor C.J. van Staden, Professor M.F. Zehla, Professor P.N. Acha Anvi, Dr. G.A. Imiru, Professor H.M. van der Poel, Professor C.J. van Aert, Professor J.K. Segawa, and Professor S.I. Loop. They played an important part in ensuring that today we have these graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, may I also take this opportunity to acknowledge one of our own senior management staff of Unisa, Miss Reshma, so you see now, Miss Reshma Matura, so when she passes here, oops, gone. So, Miss Reshma Matura is our Executive Director in Finance, who will be graduating with Doctor of Business Leadership, and I'm sure she's accompanied by family and friends. This afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, we are graduating a total of 522 graduates and diplomandi. In the house, we have 319. Big number. Just think about it, every day we do, the number of graduates that we produce. To parents, families, friends, colleagues, but also sponsors, we would like to thank you for, not only for being present, but also for everything that you have done to support our students along their demanding academic journey. We salute you for your selflessness and sacrifices, and that is why we say in Africa, I quote, "Moto ki moto ka batho." This ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, is your celebration, so please feel free to express your joy and excitement. The graduation ceremony commemorates your dedication and achievement, and so let's celebrate. This is probably just one condition, and is that let's allow every student to be praised with the same level of joy. So it's important that we do that. May I request our multimedia team to screen our 150-year video. Thereafter, I will request Professor A. Grobler from the Graduate School of Business Leadership to deliver the Chancellor's address immediately after the screening. Once more, congratulations and thank you.
Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning with a footprint of students in 130 countries worldwide. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities to former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in the more than 900,000 alumni making their mark in diverse fields and capacities. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneek campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. We encouraged our students to communicate with the university via online platforms, but you can visit the Unisa's Sunnyside campus, the perfect setting for students to engage with fellow students over a cup of inspiration. The Science Campus in Florida, Johannesburg, is designed to meet the education and research needs of students in a range of programs, including agriculture, nature conservation, consumer sciences, engineering, computing, and physics, to name a few. Students in the sciences now have access to Unisa's own laboratories, housing some of the most state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment available. Distance learning requires that you study at your own time and in your own space, but that doesn't mean you're on your own. You can also visit a Unisa regional center to get advice, meet other students, make use of Unisa services, have conversations with counselors, and use our academic libraries. We offer an unparalleled range of study choices, ranging from short courses and certificate programs to 3- and 4-year degrees, diplomas, as well as master's and doctoral degrees, with close to 380,000 current students. Our rich tapestry of study disciplines includes the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, and the Graduate School of Business Leadership, as well as the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning pioneer, Unisa is known for delivering well-designed, interactive study material and integrated student support. Students have access to a menu of support services ranging from face-to-face tutorials and academic literacy services to study groups and e-tutors. One of Unisa's main aims is to harness the new and emerging potential in information and communication technology, catapulting the university into a truly digital future. To this end, examinations are conducted on college-specific exam portals and are accessed from the My Exams portal. Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To that end, Unisa is working towards instituting the following catalytic niche areas: marine studies, aviation and aeronautical studies, automotive studies, energy studies, space study and square kilometer array, fourth industrial revolution and digitalization, natural sciences, health studies or medicine, feminist, womanist, Bosadi theorizations, and student support and co-curricular activities. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, Unisa strives to keep up with the constantly evolving higher education landscape In order to serve our students to the best of our ability, we can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, families, friends, and most importantly, the remarkable graduates of today. As the Acting Vice-Chancellor said, this is a celebration, and I'm just going to give a short speech. I always thought, listening to the Vice-Chancellor's address, and those people that were studying at the Graduate School of Business Leadership, we always say less is better. So, just a short message from our side. It's with immense joy and honor that I stand before you as you embarked on this new chapter of your journey. Congratulations to each one of you for all your hard work, dedication, perseverance that have led you to this remarkable milestone in your lives. As you step out into the world as a graduate on various levels, from postgraduate, from diploma to doctorate, do at the same time your part for transformation, not only in your lives, but in the broader context of the country, of the world. The future holds a canvas filled with both opportunities and challenges, and it's up to you, the leaders of tomorrow, to seize these opportunities and tackle these challenges with courage and determination. With that, I want to use a metaphor. We are children from Africa. Most of us are from Africa. And I'm going to use a metaphor from nature, just to get a motivational message to you, to all of us, even to myself. It's the story of an eagle. I know that we have natural scientists here. This is a story that's being contested in the field of nature, but just listen to this and let's enjoy this. I will put the other context, the other reality in context as well. It is said that an eagle has a relatively long lifespan. Could we just check there? Let me start again. So focus on me. They say an eagle has a relatively long lifespan. And compared to other species, it is said that an eagle when he reaches an high age, it must make a very difficult decision at some stage. Think about your own life. Think about your own journey, your academic journey. It is said that later in the eagle's life, its long and flexible talons can no longer grab its prey to get his food and to feed. It's further said that its long and sharp beak becomes bent, so he or she can't eat anymore. Its old age and heavy wings, due to the thick feathers, stick to its chest and make it very difficult to fly. Think about your own life. Where are you on this journey? And then the eagle has two basic options: either to die or the painful process of change. And I want to talk about this change. They say it takes about 5 months. It's contested by the scientists. But think about it. For 5 months, this eagle is struggling to get food and to basically survive. The process requires the eagle to fly up to a mountain and sit on its nest. There the eagle knocks its beak against a rock until it plucks it out without the beak. That's the sacrifice to stay alive. Then the eagle will wait for the new beak to grow back, after which it will pluck out its talons. When the talons grow back, the eagle starts plucking its old age feathers. After this one, the eagle takes its famous flight of rebirth and lives for some time after that. A real sacrifice, a real change. It's a beautiful story. Think about your life, your career and your journey as a scholar, as a student, as a lifelong learner. Perhaps you are young and you are on your way. But remember, real tough life choices lies ahead, just like the eagle, as we are all in a constant process to survive and to flourish. You might be here today with all the hard work through the last few years of study and sacrifice. Congratulations, you've done it. And you can now look forward to a new chapter in your life. Perhaps some of you went through this process of pain and change already. Specifically, these beautiful people in the red gowns. It's now necessary for you to share the experience and to motivate others, not to be afraid of the prolonged academic journey. Motivate others. The counter story to this, as the natural scientist, and I want to put this in perspective as well, they correct the facts by saying that in terms of the beak, an eagle's beak is made of keratin, like human fingernails. Like your fingernails, an eagle's beak is constantly growing. Eagles steer at tough foods and wipe their beaks against hard objects like branches and even rocks to keep it clean and sharp. This process also helps them to keep the beak in magnificent condition and shape throughout the eagle's life. So what's the lesson of that? It is exactly the same. We all have skills and resources. Keep it sharp, use it, and you will always be competent. But if we don't use our resources, if we don't use our gifts and talents, then you are not going to survive, just like the eagle. Plucking the old feathers, the scientist said. Birds naturally lose their feathers and they regrow. They call it the process of molting. Eagles go through a molt roughly once a year. During molt, old feathers naturally fall out and new ones grow to take the other's place. The lesson in this, even if we go this route of the natural scientist, is to take good care of yourself, for yourself to recover and to re-energize, especially after a journey like you went through just now. So what's the crux of the story? We all have to start somewhere with the change process. We sometimes need to get rid of the unpleasant old memories, negative habits, and our fixed mindset. If an eagle can make it, why can't we? In order to take on a new journey ahead, let's go of the old negative limiting beliefs. Open up your mind and let yourself fly high like an eagle. Interesting enough, they say, when it rains, all birds occupy shelter. They hide somewhere. But the eagle avoids the rain by flying above the clouds. Problems are common to all of us, but the attitude to solve it makes the difference. Don't be afraid of change. Accept it gracefully. In closure, I sincerely hope you will be able to use your total learning experience to do the following: to embrace change, to seize opportunities, to make an impact on lives, to be resilient just like the eagle, to embrace the call to leadership, to lead with integrity, innovate for progress, serve with compassion. May you function with wisdom, inspire with purpose, and serve with humility. Africa's future rests in your capable hands. Embrace this responsibility with open hearts and unwavering determination. Congratulations, new leaders of Africa. Your journey has just begun, and the nation and this university stands beside you. I thank you.
Professor Grobler, thank you very much for those encouraging words. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start with the conferment of the degrees and diplomas, may I kindly request you not to leave the hall before the end of the ceremony, but also request you to keep your phones on silent so as not to interfere with this afternoon's proceedings. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program, and I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Olga Helebohile Melesi for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Professor Kubarega, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. Looks like the supervisor is not here. In her thesis entitled Cobalt Ferrite-Based Nanocomposites for the Photodegradation of Pharmaceuticals in Water, she investigated the efficacy of advanced oxidation processes for the removal of pharmaceutical pollutants in water using easily recoverable magnetic nanophotocatalysts. She makes a valuable contribution to the body of knowledge in the fields of nanotechnology, material science, catalysis, and water treatment. The results of the study indicate the enormous potential of photocatalysis in wastewater treatment. Furthermore, the findings of the study demonstrate that advanced oxidation processes are cost-effective and efficient water treatment technologies for tackling the problem of emerging organic contaminants in water systems. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Olga Helebohile Melesi the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Acting. You'll go anyway. I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Olga Kelebogile Melesi.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you William Moloto for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Professor Numalo, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled Development of POM MOF-decorated carbon-based quantum dot materials as light harvesting materials for dye-sensitized solar cell application, he demonstrates that titanium-based photoelectrodes modified with polyoxometallate POM, metal organic frameworks MOFs, and carbon-based quantum dots exhibit enhanced optical and electrochemical properties, as well as improved charge transfer kinetics. His work showed dye-sensitized solar cells with marked improvements in energy efficiency, making a valuable contribution in the field of solar energy. His work has been published in 3 research papers and shed some light on the path of alternative energy systems that are characterized with a low carbon footprint and environmental sustainability. This work was co-supervised by Professor P.S. Mbule.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on William Moloto the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on William Molot. Don't hurry, just take it easy.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Vanita Rajamani for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Professor van Staden, to read this citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled A Framework for Evaluation, the User Experience of Digital Moderation Systems in the South African Secondary School Environment, she empirically demonstrates the development of a framework for the implementation of e-moderation innovation in secondary schools environments. A problem-centered approach presents a teacher-formed practical solution guiding the development of a validated user experience evaluation framework for e-moderation systems. The solution fills an important gap in the e-moderation literature. She also makes a significant contribution by demonstrating the need for differentiation between the pre- and post-adoption criteria when evaluating the merits and demerits of adopting a potential e-moderation system. Vanita also managed to publish 6 papers out of the PhD, and she managed to do it in a record time. I would also like to give recognition to Prof. Judy van Biljon, co-supervisor.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Vanita Rajamani the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Vanita Rajamani.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Afia Sarwa Atrams for the degree Doctor of Business Leadership. I request the Supervisor, Professor Settler, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In the thesis entitled A Framework for Financing Small and Medium Enterprises in the Service Sector, a case of Ghana, she examines the access to finance of small and medium enterprises from the perspective of both financial institutions and SMMEs in the service sector in Ghana. She makes a valuable contribution to the body of knowledge on SMME financing by developing a financial inclusive framework for services sector, SMME. The framework proposed solution for the key stakeholders, namely banks, SMME, and government policy makers, so as to ensure the financial inclusion of SMME. To achieve financial inclusion in the dimension of both access and usage, SMME should formalize their business and improve their competence level, avoid the diversion of funds and maintain consistency, ensure a succession plan and maintain a financial inclusion information.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Afia Sarwa Atrams the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership on Afia Sewa Atam.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Klingani Fernel Billa for the degree of Doctorate in Business Leadership. His supervisor was Professor Acha Anye, and it's now my privilege to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In his thesis entitled Development of a Strategic Leadership Framework for Improving Corporate Governance, he examines how strategic leadership can be instrumental in improving corporate governance in the Department of Health in Limpopo Province. He identifies important shortcomings within the realm of planning, oversight, monitoring, and accountability in the implementation of various policy prescripts. Using systems theory, he makes a valuable contribution by developing a framework that could assist in improving corporate governance in the public sector. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Klingane Fanuel Billa the degree of Doctor in Business Leadership.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Business Leadership on Klingane Fanuel Billa.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Thomas Emmanuel for the degree of Doctor in Business Leadership. I request his supervisor, Dr. Imiru, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In the absence of Dr. Imiru, I will... Okay, let me read the citation then. In his thesis entitled Determinants of Commercial Real Estate Performance, the case of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, he used an explanatory sequel mixed research method. According to the quantitative research, firm efficiency, supplier dependability, financial accessibility, customer buying intentions, marketing strategy, legal system, land accessibility, infrastructure development, technology adoption, and leadership quality all contribute to real estate performance. Furthermore, qualitative research indicates that stakeholder cooperation, government participation, economic and political volatility, and customer purchasing power all have a substantial impact on the commercial real estate performance. The proposed comprehensive and integrated research module, which is based on mixed research method, could expand to the commercial real estate literature and help commercial real estate developers to keep track on their performance. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Thomas Emmanuel the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership on Thomas Emmanuel.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Rendani Mavis Matakanye for the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership. I request the supervisor, Professor Van der Pol, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled A Framework for Linking Sustainability Performance to Sustainability Reporting, Using Regulation as a Compliance Mechanism, she employs a multi-theory approach to highlight greenwashing practices within the mining sector. She investigates the perceived gap, so-called greenwashing, between sustainability reporting and sustainability performance from the regulator's perspective, as well as the factors affecting sustainability in a regulated mining sector. To contribute to the sustainability debate, she develops a framework linking sustainability performance to sustainability regulation, using regulation as a compliance mechanism, thereby contributing to legitimacy theory. Her co-supervisor was Dr. B. Muchara.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request to you to confer on Rendani Mavis Matakanye the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership on Rendani Mavis Matakanye.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Reshma Mathura for the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership. I request the supervisor, Prof. van R, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In a thesis entitled Towards a Framework for a Sustainable Ecosystem for Informal Entrepreneurship in South Africa, Ms. Matura identified various ways in which the informal entrepreneurship ecosystem in South Africa could be supported. She makes a valuable contribution to the body of knowledge in the field of business leadership by proposing various research-based recommendations as to how the informal entrepreneurship ecosystem could be strengthened by government, business, and the South African community at large. The proposed framework for a sustainable ecosystem for informal entrepreneurship in South Africa provides a solid basis for overcoming the triple burden of poverty, unemployment, and inequality in South Africa by reinforcing the informal sector as a platform for business growth in South Africa. She completed the Doctorate of Business Leadership under the co-supervision of Professor Dion Tustin, the CEO of the Bureau of Market Research.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Reshma Matura the degree of Doctorate in Business Leadership.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership on Reshma Matura.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Takalani Motiva for the degree of Doctor in Business Leadership. I request his supervisor, Prof. Segawa, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In the absence, I will read the citation. In his thesis entitled The Effectiveness of Project Portfolio Management as a Decision-Making Tool, a case of project-based state-owned company in South Africa, he investigates the effectiveness of project portfolio management in providing value for money for projects implemented by a large state-owned enterprise in South Africa. He found PPM to be inadequate as an instrument for selecting and implementing a balanced portfolio of projects, owing to its inability to navigate the prevailing operational environment in which the SOE operates. This environment often being characterized by uncertainty, economic turbulence, and political interference. His contribution lies in the development of a framework that guides PPM processes in overcoming the identified deficiencies and ensuring that an optimal and balanced portfolio of projects is implemented. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Takalani Motiva the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership on Takalani Motiva.
Ndule. Emmanuel. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Emmanuel Ndule for the degree of Doctorate in Business Leadership. His supervisor was Prof. Libbe, and it's now my privilege to read a citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In his thesis entitled An Application of Service Quality Framework for Agricultural Services Institutions that Renders Services to Small-Scale Poultry Farmers in Botswana, he develops and applies an adapted ServQual instrument to assess how service quality rendered by agricultural services institutions affect the business performance of small-scale poultry farmers in Botswana. His findings constitute an original and valuable contribution to the body of knowledge in the field of service quality by proposing an adapted circular framework to be used by management and other policymakers of agricultural services institutions in Botswana and other developing economies in order to improve service quality in the poultry farming industry. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Emmanuel Ndule the degree of Doctor in Business Leadership.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership on Emmanuel Ndule.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Science. Tinyiko Radical Chauke. Anneli Human. Louisa Matlawa Maile. Tokozisi Eric Masombuka. Funanani Kangale Samson Matiba. This one is also a staff member of college. Buitumelo Florina Ngale. Mtandeni Ernest Nduli. Mantwane Tapelo Marametse. Asavela Yashe.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Master of Business Leadership. Mari Botha. Frans Antoni Gerber. Leah Mogobo Ledwaba. Zolani Mefa. Matebe Magdalene Motauche. Sorry. hoor. Musekwa Prince Ramasinde. William Michael Silabela. Salome Zulu Baloy. Dora Maputi Galane. Mongesi Cloudstone, India. Feliswa Sikilongo. Mbuleki Belson Sonkweshwa. It's fine. No. Hier is waar makkelijker. Gerard Vermeulen. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Anita Ndamasi receives the degree of Master of Business Administration.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours. David Moloko Hao. Andile Patience Matlang. Samugelo Ntuli. Sophie Marinki Sipohwane. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the degree is obtained with distinction. Fortune Tabiso Tladinyane. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Koza Isaac Rapia. Busisiwe Jacobet Shabangu. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Technology Honours. Jacques Roy Berkers. The degree is obtained with distinction. Lutendo Preya Konanani. Sydney Madenga, the degree is obtained with distinction. Mahobe Terence Mamabolo.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours. With distinction, degree obtained with distinction, Willem Frederick Low de Klerk. Samashni Govinda. Madimeza Francis Kutumela. Matseke Tlotupchane Maponya. Joditsang Matanda. Angela Tembeni Mawela. Lisedi Prodia Molethi. Binolia Gubane. Shagalabo Cedric Palandwa. Johanna Sijabaledi Pame. Daniel Ramwada. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Consumer Science Honours. Shannon Windell Paul.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Eugene Bezaiden-Old received the degree of Bachelor of Theology Honours, degree obtained with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree Bachelor of Arts Honours. Natasha Adams. Caroline Chingteke. Mishak Silo Mahlangu. Neliswa Primrose Mseleku. Lydia Devendri Patha. Matume Georgina Tlamela.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Baccalaureus Technologiae. Sbusiso Sydney Ntetwa. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science. Carrie Ann Atmore. Asmani Hiv bin Simba. Nzimasi Nhlana. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Piri Naz Siding Lohmani obtains the degree with distinction. Henry Charles Van Rooyen. Jean-Pierre Albert. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor Petras Benajos Keita received the degree with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor Andries Jacques Mann receives the degree with distinction. Treli Mkumbi. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor Ryan Parumal receives the degree with distinction. Kuvet Shivambu. David Kakiso Tladi. Thomas Henry Anderoy. Busayo Shile Ajiborisa. Miriam Chikanya. Inga Figuela. Sondra Blessing Kalu. Sandra Vanessa Madonsela. Boitumelo Molefe. Boiketlo Deborah Moshwan. Mr. Vice-Chancellor Nirosa Roca receives the degree with distinction. Ramalopo Patience Tab. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor Luke Christopher Turner receives the degree with distinction.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Simon Freki Nisi. 16? 63. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Your name? Masande Krisa. Olik Paswana Hanyane. Tlabutelo Jeleni. Banele Giane. Bunolo Lisedi Masupia. Jutleko Kanyile Matebula. Kuliso Edlight Mawela. Kuliso. Yolisa Mazosiwe. Yolisa. Sure. Sure. Mishumo Mutibe. Cheza Tracy Ngobeni. Onika Nelly Nzuza. Mapashe Melida Sebe.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Bambata Zanel. Sana Batabile Bogaba. Lerato Cleopatra Dosi. Tabang Mahopa. Victoria Fumelani Makubele. Ramatsobane Babalelo Maruma. Nokuthula Happiness Masuku. Olorato Koketso Mate. Rebecca Molokadi Matiane. Celestia Tebatso Machiyu. Longile Mispa Mkunu. Matseko Elizabeth Mofoking. Poti Dalsi Mokwateti. Damaris Ramokone Morolo. Nomhle Jessica Motingwe. Precious Simangele Nhlapho. Malesela Ludwig Ngoana. Henrietta Ntsimbi. Samkeliso Sibanda. Cynthia Sitole. Tembane Selina Skosana. Brenda Vincentia Tsotetsi. Cebisile Pretty Zwane Hoga. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Nursing Science. Tenanile Sisana Dlamini, degree obtained with distinction. Gabo Philippine Mashala. Dombenja Loshia Masombuka. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Human Science. Ndombikai Sekaka. Master Benade, degree obtained with distinction. Melanie Runel Burgers. Celeste Chauke. Makomborero Shivanga. Busisiwe Pretty Dlamini. Josejo Agrineth Kyanki. Puleng Hlachwayo. Nicolette Christine Johnson. Congratulations. Chandei Kruger, degree obtained with distinction. Dean Lambrecht. Refilo Rachel Letlaka. Serole Lorraine Mahane. Diana Rose Mahlangu. Joseline Mashavave. Elena Sebolaisi Mashishi. Kabelo Puti Efenia Matamela. Moji, Dorcas, Sekao, Matsediso. Nomasondo, Joanna, Mabato, Mautswe. Nonhlanhla, Treasure, Mnisi. Rachel Lindiwe Mdambo. Zinhle Nompumelelo Mokwelepa. Tato Josia Mukwena. Thandeka Mbambani. Leti Kibitswane Mphela. Martha Ethel Mtsweni. Mukundi Mulaudzi. Lehlokonolo Kadiaka. Amokelang Sina Ngobeni. Nomagugu Nkomo. Noluthando Promise Nkosi. Helen Jabulile Ntuli. Umpho Vivian Ramalisa. Obakeng Shiradzwa Siautlwe. Siautlwile. Unchati Camry Sehlola. Gillian Monique Smith. Harmony Petolo Sundlane. Pozisa Chongweni. Claudine Ann Van Tellingen. Okay. Philip Zayman. Annika Koliski. Vumile Mazibuko. Salome Bandiswa Ngwane. Silindile Penelope Buthelezi. Lebogang Manyaka. Smart Malusi Maqhubela. More Obedina Motibi. Karabo Motsabi. Dintle Mohanoa. Karabo Noah Nganyane. Kuena Marion Ngowana. Mapule Fortunate Ramokoto. Sekai Uche. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate received the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Sibongile Baloyi.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate received the postgraduate diploma. Tabo Raymond Litabe. Matodi Michael Mavungu. Matimu Anastasia Sibambu obtained a diploma with distinction. Maria Peletsu Klo. Okay.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Tlalimastero Matloa receives the postgraduate diploma in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. The diploma is obtained with distinction.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the postgraduate diploma in the College of Graduate Studies of Business Leadership. Margot Shanice Afrikaner. Okay. Pierre-Francois Rousseau de Villiers. Prinsloo Notuku Kubeka. Letukile Faith Legwale. Peter Salo Mabasu. Maxon Mavunda. Mzukize Ndodu. Kensani Deborah Mhlongo. Moses Karabu Motibe. Mbali New Nchali. Is it? The sign Nike. And Celise Christopher St. Josie.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma. Titiro Sandy Madisa. Lorraine Mudau. Sisi Palesa. Sisi Palesa Ntlangulela. Sithembile Khadebe. Nondutuko Philiswa Sithole. Mpho Mphephu. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the National Diploma. Refilwe Patricia Lekanya.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Sipelo Mcha. Tumelo Faith Waleng. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the National Diploma in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Matume Clifford Ramalibana. Anika Elizme September.
Okay, Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate received the diploma in the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Ekabuya Revede Kabamba. December Isaac Kosa. Okay, Muta Haulembini, Relevation, Madi. Mpeti Mata Mahova. Nkululeko Masinda. Tato Mokwena. Okay, Rufina Emmanuel Nechi Dangani. Order Ntinzi. Okay. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate received the National Diploma in the College of Science, Engineering and Technology. Teboko Apane. Tinashe Arnold Echiva Ndiwa. So Stephanas Hemas Kosi. That's it. Olga Hlungwani. Sylvester Mahlangu. Wilfred Happy Maluleke. Evutalani Emmanuel Madavu. Mpo Mpodi. Yes, good morning. Maranatha Timbila Mukari. Okay, Okasengi Kegori Mokope. Tabo Joseph Molotsi. Lehlokonono Kofi Morake. So, okay, Mulavarake Mudau. Roland Mutende. Monere Nagel. So Amanda Grazesila Yoliswa Nkosi. Tempa Christiane Ratitebas. Etulani Sibanda. So are you the last one? Yeah. So Ruben Mabusha Tabe. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and a privilege to be the first one to congratulate our graduates and diplomandi for earning their degrees and diplomas at this prestigious event at the University of the Land, the University of South Africa. Your journey today has not been easy for all of you, including families, friends, colleagues, who have been your pillars of support throughout your journey. With all the challenges posed on you, you have demonstrated a high level of tenacity, dedication, discipline, and commitment to excellence. These have finally paid off, and I believe they will continue to bear fruit. As of today, Unisa is now your alma mater, and you have every reason to be proud of your accomplishments. You have completed your studies successfully at a university that is internationally recognized for the quality of its education and the caliber of its graduates. Through your journey at Unisa, you have come across diverse beliefs and traditions that drive an ever more interdependent and a complex world, and a chance to experience the joy of learning. I do want you to take these experiences with you and cherish them. Here at Unisa, you have met new friends, you have met your lecturers, professors. I do want you to keep them close as you progress in life. You need a wider network to address the challenges of our communities. We rejoice with you and celebrate your accomplishments together. We give thanks for the guidance you have received from our lecturers and professors, the support of spouses, parents, extended families, friends, and sponsors, without whom this moment of success, ladies and gentlemen, would not have been possible. At this point, I do wish to ask all the graduates and diplomandi to stand up. If you could stand up for me. And I want you to stand up and face your parents, your friends, your colleagues, your sponsors. I want you to raise your certificates and wave at them. So, I'm asking you to do so because these are the people who have made this afternoon possible. I'm asking you to express gratitude for the time, the love, and support they provided to you during your studies. Please be seated. I trust that as you walk into the future, you will be able to put what you have learned to good use, not just for personal gain, but for the benefit of your family, your community, and your country at large. I also hope that you will remain lifelong learners seeking to improve your knowledge and your circumstances throughout life, and remembering with pride and loyalty that you are alumni of a truly dynamic university, the University of South Africa. As a lifelong learner, I want you to aspire and acquire a doctoral degree. Now, some of you, there's protocol. Some of you, I'm required to shake the hands of those doctorate with red card. Maybe you can stand up so they can see you. They don't see you, please. Just stand and face the tree. And face them. I want you to know that they have traversed the same journey as you are going to traverse. And I'm hoping that in years to come, I will be standing here. So if you came here for your diploma, I want to see you for your bachelors. If you came here for your bachelors, I want to see you here for your honors. And if you came here for honors, I want to see you for masters. Now, if you came here for masters, that's obvious. Obvious. So, please, indulge me. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You also have an opportunity as a University of South Africa's graduate that you could become part of Unisa as tutors and provide the necessary support to other students coming after you. Who's better than you to support your fellow students? Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, may our social responsibility towards future Unisa students begin with donations, no matter how small the amount, to the Unisa Bursary Fund by using our online platform, www.unisa.ac.za, and go to the donate button. As a worthy graduate of this university, we are sure that you realize the value of a diploma or degree and therefore wish to provide other deserving students with an opportunity to study further. Of course, today we've met new friends, your parents, your colleagues and friends, and we do hope that they will also be able to provide that kind of support to our students. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations on your fine achievements. I wish you a very good afternoon and travel safely. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I would like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are to be found on page 24 of the program, and to remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. May we sing the national anthem. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.